in case they find me dead somewhere or something like that. Okay. I'm actually renting like an apartment kind of thing in a house, so a room for rent with like a shared. It's a separate room apartment thing, but it's like a shared shower type of thing, and then the cooking facilities. So far I'm okay. So I can walk okay, and I can walk okay, and limp okay, and then my arm is better, so I can move. Yeah. No, I don't think so. I don't have any. I don't think I'll move. A regular. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what kind of happened. I don't have a regular doctor because I just moved here, and I guess you call it a primary care doctor. And what happened was I was given this. They automatically gave me LA Care gave me a St. Anthony clinic for my primary care provider. And what happened was I went there and I had to wait quite a while, and I thought I had a dislocated shoulder and everything, and they told me that they couldn't help me out and that I'd have to leave, and they didn't have any parking, and it's in a really seedy part of Hollywood, which if you're young and agile you can fight these weirdos that are on the street, but I'm not. I'm not, so you know. And the parking was, I couldn't find any parking near there, so it was like I have a car, I haven't had to sell that yet, but while I have a car, I need parking, and I couldn't find any parking near there, so they told me they couldn't help me out. So I went to this other clinic, and they said that there was a really good doctor named A. Ocesa, O, and so I went to him, and so I'll probably use him as my primary care physician unless something happens with him that I don't like. So you want me to give me his name or? Okay, okay. Yeah, that's kind of the where this starts is um, I fell on my shoulder 5 days ago. I was climbing into my bed. I just moved to a place and I didn't have a futon, so I bought an air bed and I slipped while I was laying into it, and I hit my shoulder really hard. And the first day I just was kind of hoping the pain would go away, and then the second day the pain got really bad. Yeah, it got worse, and it was on a Sunday, this last Sunday, and I called up the LA Care, and they said that I could go to an urgent care clinic. And so I went to an urgent care clinic. It's the uh, Glen Oaks Clinic in Burbank, or in Glen Oaks. Glen Oaks? Yeah, it's in Glen Oaks. And I went there, and they did a couple x-rays, and they told me it wasn't fractured, and that it was just bruised really bad or something. And then they gave me some pain medication, or they told me to take some naproxen pain medication, and then it wasn't. So they didn't show me the x-ray, which kind of, I don't know why they didn't. They should normally, I guess, take an x-ray and then give you a copy. So they just sent me on my way, and then I managed to get to bed, but the next day I woke up and the pain was worse, and it was so bad, and it wouldn't stop all day long. I went to my primary care doctor in Hollywood, and he said that I should go back to the clinic in the primary, the go back to the clinic in, where did I say it was, Glendale, or it was Glen Oaks? Yeah, Glen Oaks. So I went back to the Glen Oaks clinic, and they said we can't see you, and they didn't tell me why. The woman at the front desk, she goes, "Oh, I remember you. I was in there the day before," and she goes, "I can't see you." And I just wanted to talk to a doctor more about my pain getting worse and about the x-ray, and she said we can't see you. And I thought that was weird, and I didn't ask her questions. I guess I should have. And I just left. And then so I went home and I was hoping for the pain to get better, and it was getting worse, and I couldn't sleep. And then I called LA Care again, and they said that I should maybe I talked to a nurse, and she said that I should probably go to a hospital, that it might be a more serious problem than they thought, and so to go to a hospital. So I went to Encino Hospital emergency room, and then a doctor saw me there, and they did 4 X-rays, and they showed me the X-rays, and he told me that I had I guess I have a bone spur in my shoulder, which made it worse, but I had an inflamed, like a arthritis thing going on, so he prescribed a better pain medication and a strong anti-inflammatory, and then it got pretty much the pain stopped, and I was able to get to bed at 3:30 in the morning. So if the first one would have given me the right, if he would have given me the right pain medication and showed me the X-rays, then I wouldn't have had to go to the emergency room. It it would have saved everybody money. It would have saved me trouble driving around in pain trying to figure this stuff all out, because I was in so much pain I could barely think rationally. I mean, the pain was dictating my thoughts. It was controlling my brain. It wasn't any fun. So I went, and then after I got the pain meds from the E-room, then it's better now, and my shoulder doesn't hurt too bad today as long as I don't move it that much. But I'm not in constant pain now. I don't have any current health problems other than the shoulder. I guess they checked me, my new primary care physician, and he said that the nurse said that my blood pressure's good and all that stuff. It's just that, yeah, that, and then I guess I have a PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and then I have Meniere's disease, that I was diagnosed in Japan having Meniere's. And it's not real bad. It's just every once in a while I'll lose my balance and the room will start spinning, type of thing. It really sucks. I mean, if I'm driving and it happens, I have to pull over on the side of the road and let the episode go through. I mean, so far it hasn't caused any accidents or, I mean, maybe with myself, but not with anybody else. And so I have to keep an eye on that. And then I don't have diabetes. So far I've been lucky with that. I'm a grinder, so I wear a bite plate, so I don't grind my teeth to rubble. But some of that from the PTSD. And then also one other thing, I had liver cancer, but I got it treatment. I went through a year of chemotherapy for that, but my doctor told me that every 6 months I want to get, I don't know if they call it an MRI or whatever, but where you, like when they check for a baby, they rub that thing on you. Yeah, that I should get that on my liver to see if there's any tumors popping up every 6 months, but that's about it. I've never had a heart attack yet, and I think I've had a couple strokes, but nothing. Yeah, yeah. I've had a severe brain injury before from having a stroke. A brain injury, yeah, from falling, and then I hit my head, and then my brain swelled for like a week, and then finally I got admitted into an emergency room. I almost died from that one. Yeah, that's what happened was the emergency room doctor prescribed me pain medication and anti-inflammatories. Do you need to know what those are? Okay. More than five, or you mean taken? Well, this is just temporarily for the shoulder. but I won't have to take it anymore, after the swelling's gone. So you mean like a regular medication that I would need to take? Well, all I've been giving, like, for regular medications is I have a Primatene Mist, and that's for asthma. And that is basically, my asthma is triggered by maybe some chemicals or drugs, but it's mainly triggered by some foods and definitely pets. So if I'm around a new dog or a new cat, I'll have to get the inhaler or I'll start suffocating. But if I'm not around the pet, then I usually don't have it. It's like sporadic, like maybe twice a month. It's only like if I'm around a pet, then I'm definitely going to get asthma. But it's not like a regular daily, yeah. The No, once I got the pain medication, yeah, I've been taking it on time. And there's one I haven't gotten yet prescribed, but I usually get it. It's called diazepam, and that's usually for panic attack or sleep. Yeah, I fell down 5 days ago, and then I hit my shoulder when I was climbing into bed. In any kind of what? Yeah, I have a little bit of pain in my shoulder, but it's not bad enough to where I'm thinking about it all the time like before. It's minor pain now. It's like a 3 instead of a 9. See, that's the thing. Yeah, this is an ongoing issue that's kind of bizarre. What happened was, I saw the physician at Encino Hospital emergency room, and then he told me to see, he referred me to a clinic, and then so I call up the clinic and I wait 45 minutes online, and then she finally answers the thing and tells me that they don't accept Medicare and they don't accept LA Care. So then I'm like, kind of, well, what do I do? I mean, this is a serious issue, my shoulder. If I don't get a proper physical therapy, it might turn into a frozen shoulder. And if it turns into a frozen shoulder, then they got to operate to unstick it. So it's really crucial that I get the right physical therapy early in this injury so that won't happen. You know, I mean, it'd be much better to get the right physical therapy and make sure my shoulder doesn't get frozen. Maybe I can look at YouTube videos, because yeah, and so that's what happened was, so anyways, so I couldn't believe it, that they're telling me that, I mean, that's what amazes me, because I lived in Japan, and like, you didn't have to call everybody to find out to be you just went into the hospital, and then once they knew that you had medical insurance, you were covered everywhere you went, everyone they referred you to, or whatever, you didn't have to go through this thing. But in this country, it seems like you got to call everybody up and ask them. So I tried a couple. So then I tried Social Security for Medicare. I mean, I tried a Medicare. I called them up, and then they gave me 3 doctors, and one of them had a waiting list of like a month. And then the other one that could see me told me that they accept Medicare, but they won't accept LA Care. Yeah, it is. Okay, where's the